welcome to all of our members. I am super excited to be delivering this content to you guys. It's been an amazing 7 months with CFX, and really what has happened in this last 7 months, I could have never predicted in my wildest dreams that I could have this kind of success online. Now, understand this, guys. I don't come from a background of online business. I'm a Forex trader. I have been a Forex trader for about 8 years, and I've also been trading the stock market for about 10. And so my knowledge is in the financial markets and never really built a business online. But one thing about me is I understand that knowledge is power, and I'm willing to invest in that knowledge. And so when I got involved in CFX, I had a little bit of experience in network marketing with one other company, but, never really achieved any high level of success in that company. But what I did take away was the experience of personal development. And personal development was key for me to become successful in literally anything that I did. And thanks to network marketing, thanks to this industry, it had opened me up to the idea of personal development, right? I was never somebody who read books. I was never somebody who listened to audios. I learned about people like Les Brown, like, Jim Rohn and Tony Robbins. I learned about these people through the network marketing industry. And because of that personal development, it helped me achieve success in other parts of my life. Now, for me, my biggest why, my biggest drive is my family, right? I'm a family man. What you're seeing right now on the screen is just a little bit of, some of the places that myself and my family have had the privilege to travel because of the global financial market. And right over here, you can see us in front of Disneyland in Paris. Right here is in the Eiffel Tower. This is in front of Christ the Redeemer in Rio de Janeiro. And right over here, you can see my cell phone in front of the Eiffel Tower. I was sitting in front of the park, in front of the Eiffel Tower. And right over here, if you look closely, I had $720 that were closed in trades. All right. Now, when I took a look at CFX for the very first time, it took me a little bit of time to get involved. Why? Because I was already a Forex trader. But after some time, I realized that, being a Forex trader still requires me to trade time for money. So it's like being somebody who is self-employed, like a doctor, right? A doctor's got to show up to work day in and day out so that he can earn an income. So for me, it has always been the pursuit of financial freedom, the idea of owning my time, the idea of being a present father, a present husband. Now, I don't know how much, value time has to you, but let me know in the chat. Would you love to have more time? Would you love to have more freedom? Because that's what CFX has brought us, not only me, but many, many people around the world. Just type a yes like James is in the chat right now. If time freedom is more important to you than anything. And so I know this is a social media training, but I first want to start off with mindset, because mindset at the end of the day is everything. And you got to have a growth mindset so that you are constantly evolving, you are constantly getting the right information so that you are elevating your skills, sharpening your tool set. So it's very easy to fall in the trap of a fixed mind trap, right? Fixed mind trap is saying, I'm only good at certain things. I can't do social media. I'm bad at reaching out to people online. Whatever you tell yourself, your mind believes. Okay, I give up when it gets too hard. I hate challenges. I take feedback and criticism personally. I don't like doing what I don't know. Now, when you have this self-talk to yourself, you're immediately putting yourself in a box, and you are not, vibrating on the frequency that allows you to attract growth, that allows you to attract abundance in your life. So even though something might seem intimidating, what you need to say to yourself is, I can be good at anything. I try until I get the results I want. I embrace challenges. I welcome feedback and criticism. I like learning about things I don't know. And when you start changing the language that you're telling yourself, immediately the results will change. So you understand why I wanted to start this call with mindset is because first, to be successful in anything in life, you have to have a growth mindset. You have to change your mindset so that you can be prepared to win. Now, before I get into the social media tips, and I have some beautiful tips for you, some golden nuggets, right? And where did I get this from? I invested in training. I invested in education. The same way I became good at Forex trading is the same way I became good at network marketing. I invested in myself. I purchased courses. I listened to people who had what I want, and then I took action. So tip number one, and I want you guys to promise me that you stick to these tips, because this is not a promise you're making with me, but rather a promise you're making with yourself. And when you make a promise with yourself, when you have faith in yourself, right, you can achieve anything, guys. I promise you, you can achieve absolutely anything, all right? So tip number one, make a deal with yourself. Set a little goal for yourself, all right? It could be weekly, it could be monthly, it could be yearly goals, all right? And when you meet these goals, do something small to reward yourself and celebrate yourself. All right. So maybe if it's hey, I'm going to reach out to 20 people this week, brand new people. I've never done it before, but I'm going to reach out to 20 people. And when I do that at the end of this week, I'm going to take myself to a spa. I'm going to take myself and buy a bottle of champagne. Whatever tickles your fancy, make a deal with yourself. And if you don't achieve your goal, do not reward yourself. Make yourself feel the punishment of not being true to yourself and deprive yourself of that reward, right? This is what I do. This is what I do. When I achieve my goal, then I celebrate. I don't go to the club. I don't pop bottles. I don't party when I've achieved nothing. I only celebrate when I've achieved my goal. So once you do this, you start receiving more rewards in your life, and you aware of why you are receiving these rewards. Tip number two, focus on beating your own personal best. When you look in the mirror, that is your only competition. My competition is not Justin. My competition is not Shane. My competition is not anybody. My only competition is myself. I'm the only person I can be better than. So be the best version of you. Focus on how you can get better, then beat that. And so there's something that one of my coaches said. He said, if you focus every single day on getting 1% better than you were yesterday, that means at the end of the week, you're 7% better. At the end of the month, you are 30% better. And guess what? At the end of the year, you are 365% better than what you started off with. So it's the power of compounding, right? And we should all know about compounding because we have the power of compounding interest here at CFX. It's the most powerful force in the world. But what about the power of compounding effort? That is even more powerful. So tip number three, review your goals daily, right? If you have no goals, it's like, Huasca Lopez says, if you don't know where you're going, guess what? You're already there. You are already there. So out of sight, out of mind. But the things you keep in front of you, your mind will naturally go to work on. This is a piece that I took out of a book called Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. He says thoughts are things. And whatever you are obsessed with, whatever you are focused your energy on, day in, day out, you sleep, eat, live CFX, then guess what? You will be $100,000 account holder. Right on my phone here in my backdrop, right? This is what I have. It's a picture of $100,000 account, okay, right on my phone. And it says, I am so happy and grateful now that I have a $100,000 pack. All right. And every time I pick up my phone, I see this. every single day. I think I pick up my phone almost 100 times a day, and I look at it, and I look at this 100,000K staring at my front of my face, and it says, I am so happy and grateful now that I have $100,000 pack. I'm obsessed with it. Number 4, think about who you can help. Right? We in a business of helping. Don't think about who am I going to make a sale? How am I going to make money? Forget about the money. If you help other people get what they want, you will automatically get what you want. Zig Ziglar says that, guys. So we need to change our perspective of how we actually approaching people. We rather want to serve value. We want to be of help to people. And the more people we can help, the richer we can become, the more of a legacy we can leave. This is what Huasca Lopez is all about. Understand the company we are in and the ethos that we have. It's about creating a legacy. So if you are not in tune with that ethos, you will not achieve success. So if you enjoy helping others, this is an awesome way to keep yourself motivated, because it's not about us, guys. It's about others that we can help. It's about, how many lives can we impact? How many lives can we touch in a beautiful way that will empower not only them, but their friends, their family, everyone around them. And, I'm so grateful for Justin and the continued effort and Luigi and everybody in the corporate team who day in and day out continually work, stress themselves over helping us. You understand? So tip number 5, track your progress. If you don't track what you're doing, you cannot see where you're going. So the more you track, the more you notice. The more you notice, the more you can be inspired by your improvement. Remember, sometimes we don't notice that 1% change. But if we look back 1 month later and see, wow, bro, Jeremy, congratulations, bro. You 30% better than you were in November. You are speaking better. You are more confident. You're presenting much better. You are coaching people better. Why? Because you are focused on the progress and you are tracking it. So these are 5 tips, 5 simple tips that I hope you guys took note of. Maybe you took screenshots, but remember the recording will be in the group, okay? And these tips are going to help you keep accountable to yourself, right? It's not about your upline, your sideline, your whatever line. Those people are not responsible for your success. You can't blame your sponsor. If your sponsor doesn't show up on calls, that's his problem. You show up on calls. So what I want to share with you today is just, how I've literally signed 70 plus people up in my business, and most of them come from social media. Most of them are people I never ever met in my entire life. In fact, some of them I friended 1 week and next week they were my business partners. This is what I want to teach you, because understand this, there are 1.3 billion people on Messenger. How many contacts you got on your phone? 100? 200, 300, I don't know. But why would you want to stress yourself over those small numbers when we have 1.3 billion people on Facebook Messenger? Facebook Messenger is like texting, but more intimate, which only makes it highly effective, which also makes it highly effective as a networking tool to build relationships at scale. Plus, it's enormous and it remains largely untapped for business owners like you and I. So if you guys are ready, are you guys ready to take notes? Are you guys ready to learn how to pump up your engagement on social media and how to just sign up people? As many as you want. Just type the word ready in the chat for me right now. Ready, or oh yes, or put some flames or whatever. Like, I'm super excited for you guys, because I love to share knowledge, There's no use keeping knowledge. Oh, I'm just going to keep this knowledge for my team. Nah, my team's only 1,000 strong, guys. There's like 100,000 members in CFX, and I'm sharing this information for every single one of you because you guys are my family. You guys are, we one global team, and it's all about sharing, because sharing is caring. All right. So what you got to realize is that you are your own brand. All right. Justin Holiday is a brand. Luigi is a brand. Jeremy is a brand. Iffy is a brand. George is a brand. Aslam is a brand. Right? They're not CFX. CFX is a brand on its own. We represent CFX, but you know, we are a brand on our own. Why? Because every one of us have something unique about us. Every one of us has something that others can relate to. Every one of us have some knowledge. So what we need to do is define your personal brand. And this is where, you know, most people don't get how to brand themselves as a network marketer. Because understand, what we want to be is professionals, right? We don't want to be amateurs. We want to be professionals. And we represent not only the Power Team and CFX, but we represent the network marketing industry in a whole. And we don't want to come off as sleazy salespeople, right? We want to come with value. And when you are somebody who can deliver value into the marketplace, then guess what? People come and find you. People come to you and ask you, how do I get started? I get that all the time. Like, I don't even have to pitch the person. They just come to me and say, man, whatever you're doing, I want to do that. Sign me up. Now, how would you like to have that? Right? This is what you want to do. And this is how you do it, by defining your personal brand. So take down some questions that you need to ask yourself to define this brand. Simple. What type of content will you be posting? Written, visual, right? With us on Facebook, it's a bit of the both, all right? What are your values and how do you want them to come across, right? Is your target audience family people like myself and Justin, right? We family men. We have kids, so obviously we can relate to a lot of family people out there, all right? Because they might be in a similar situation. Maybe you're a lawyer, maybe you're a sports player, you're a fitness person. Guess what? A fitness person can still sign up people in CFX by talking about fitness. Wow. Wow. Okay. Who is your current audience and what kind of audience would you like to attract? What do you want to achieve with your brand? Right? These are some good questions that you guys need to sit and ask yourself. What are you most knowledgeable and passionate about? Because I promise you, even if you're passionate about cooking, which I know Justin is very passionate about, cooking, chefing, all of the stuff. You can see it in his timeline and in his stories. And believe it or not, people reach out to him to talk about his deep fried turkey. You know, you talk about deep fried turkey and that leads to building rapport. It's all about rapport. It's all about finding common ground with your audience, with your people. And once you start talking about turkey and you've opened up that line of communication, they're like, man, this guy's a nice guy. Yeah, maybe let me ask him what he actually does. Hey, Justin, what do you actually do? Because I see you cooking turkey, fish, all of this stuff. You eat like a king. Tell me what it is you do, right? He never had to market anything about Forex. So understand, every single one of us have some knowledge. Every single one of us have something we are passionate about. Mine happens to be family. Mine happens to be Forex. So I talk about that, right? But with you, it might not be Forex. It might be something else. And then it's cool. You can go out and be knowledgeable and serve the marketplace with that volume, with that value. Then you want to ask yourself, what tone of voice would you like to use? Are you a hyper guy? Are you, calm and collected? Are you, the intelligent, eloquent speaker? You got to decide what kind of tone are you going to be sharing and how will you best communicate your message to your target audience? And who are you? And what is your position in the industry, right? What is your success? How many people are you helping, right? So to go forward with this, right, it's a little bit of understanding of how to set yourself up as a brand on social media. And there's a couple of things that you got to make sure are right before, you go out there and you start approaching people, and just so you have the right foundation. Because understand this, if you want to build a building, a sky rise, right, that's 15 floors high, and you build a weak foundation, guess what happens when you reach the 4th, 5th, 6th floor? Your whole building comes down, it collapses. All right. So it's very important to have a right foundation and have the right image when people are coming to our Facebook profile and seeing who are we, what are we all about. All right. So it's very important. Your cover photo right over here, it's got to speak about your lifestyle. It's got to speak about, you know, maybe if you're a family person, you can put a picture of you and your family on a vacation. All right. Something cool that just describes your lifestyle. All right. And then your profile picture got to be a clear picture of your face. Maybe you smiling, not a picture of you in the distance or a picture of your cat or a picture of your dog. All right. Because when people look at your profile picture, this is what they associate you with. Now, nobody wants to chat to a dog or a cat in the inbox, right? So if I see a picture of a cat, I'm like, oh, come on, this guy's not serious. So make sure it's a picture of you and your picture's smiling and it's welcoming and it's professional. Okay. And then in your intro section, you want to speak a little bit about who you are. All right. So you can say, I'm on a mission to help 100,000 people this year create more passive income. You know, you can say, I'm an entrepreneur, an investor, and, you know, I teach people how to get paid every single Saturday. Okay, so your intro section's kind of got to sum up what you are all about, who you are, and what is it you're doing, right? You have a mission. Every single one of us have a mission. You can't put there, I'm a mom and I love cats and I enjoy cooking. All right, well, so many other people out there do that as well. And this is not somebody I want to reach out to and say, yo, how do I start a business? Because you just cook and you like cats. So that's not really somebody that I would want to reach out to and connect with, okay? Then make sure in your bio that you have some form of link, all right? And what I use and what I teach my team to do is use something called LinkedIn, all right? LinkedIn is basically a website where you can go and you can set up like a bio, a profile of yourself, and you can put all your important links there, okay? So in your LinkedIn, you can have one link that connects you to Instagram, to Twitter, to Facebook, one link that even sends them straight into your WhatsApp messenger. All right. You could have another link that sends them straight to your Botsy, all right, your CFX bot. And when someone goes and researches about you, yes, Linktree. Sorry, Tracy, right? You're correct. Linktree. So it's Linktree. So just go and search on Google Linktree, and you will be able to find out how you can create those links. All right, it's one link, but it's basically a connection to all your different social media platforms. And then right below that, you can put a featured photo that you can talk a little bit about what you currently do. All right, so here's a little idea, a concept of like what I do in my profile. This is how it's set up. So over here in my my cover photo, it says living the mobile money lifestyle. And you can see the beach over here, and you can see it's kind of a lifestyle orientated cover photo. Okay. And it says a little bit about what I do, living the mobile money lifestyle. It makes someone ask questions. Okay. And then right over here, I have a picture of myself and my wife. And the reason I do this as a married person is because I connect with a lot of females. Okay. And as you know, some females out there are very hesitant to chat in their inbox with men. All right, because they might think, oh, you're trying to hit on them or whatever. And this happens to females all the time. So what I do is I put a picture of my wife and I show that, hey, I'm a married gentleman. I'm not reaching out to you to hit on you. I'm just simply reaching out to you to create conversation. Okay, so here we go. Jeremy Cohen. I'm a Forex coach and automation specialist. Okay, earn while you learn. And right over there is my Linktree link. All right, so people can just click on that. That is right in my bio. I've actually put a link in my bio that people can easily access. All right, but then that link has got to be right here as well in your intro. And if you use the Conversion Pro system, then you can simply put a Conversion Pro's capture page link in here, or you can put a link to your Botsy or whatever it is, some way that people can get some more information on what you're all about. Okay, so it's very vital to understand the Facebook algorithm, guys. This is where it's going to get juicy, and this is where you're going to need to take some notes. So there's two things that Facebook is looking for. Just two things. Number one is, how much do you engage on the platform? Remember, what is Facebook all about, right? Facebook, guys, is not a place where you go and you just post up advert after advert after advert. It's not a billboard. So for those of you who are just promoting marketing all day long, your profile looks like a billboard, and therefore Facebook recognizes that that information is just marketing. And what's going to happen is going to decrease your reach on your algorithm, because all you do is market, right? So why do people go on Facebook? What is Facebook all about? It's about being social, right? It's a social media platform. So you got to go on social media and be social. So what Facebook's looking for, how much do you actually engage on the platform? Are you commenting, liking, inboxing people? Are you using the platform as it's designed to be? And are you a natural consumer? Okay, engaging with one another, right, Hamza? 100%. So this is what you guys got to focus on doing, all right? And number two is, what percentage, listen to this, what percentage of your Facebook friends and pending friend requests actually engage with you? This will determine how much of a reach Facebook is giving you through the Facebook algorithm. So I'm going to show you how to check your pending friend requests, because some of you have backdated pending friend requests from 2006, and you have maybe 100 to 1,000 people who you've sent friend requests to who have never accepted your friend request. This is damaging your algorithm in Facebook. This is damaging your reach. I'm going to show you how to fix this. And then I'm going to show you also how to check your Facebook friends. All right, it's not going to happen over one night. You're going to do it over days, but you're going to check your Facebook friends that you currently have and see which ones are actually active and which are not. Because what we want to do is get rid of the people who are not active on Facebook and replace them with people who are actually using the platform. We don't want to have 4,000 friends of ghosts, because as much as we post, it's going to be a waste of our time, because none of those people are actually engaging on the platform, so they're not going to see your info. So I'm going to teach you how to fix that problem. All right. So this is my daily mode of operation, right? My daily method of operation, a simple operation that you can use to enhance your reach on Facebook and to actually, you know, do what I call IPA. Okay. So there's a difference between IPA and NIPA. Okay, IPA, it stands for income producing activities, and NIPA, it stands for non-income producing activities. So there's no use on going to Facebook when you have a business like CFX and all you're doing is NIPA the entire time. You're browsing through Facebook, you're liking, you're commenting, but you are not engaging, you are not getting any people interested in your business. Then that is just a bunch of NIPA. So once you're aware of what you need to do, and you're aware that when you go on Facebook, even if it's 10 minutes a day, 15 minutes a day, you are doing what we call IPA, income producing activities, right? Now, my daily method of operation, it doesn't take me more than 30 minutes a day. So if your excuse is I have a job, your excuse is I'm too busy, your excuse is wada, then guess what? That excuse is not good enough, because you can build your business with as little as 30 minutes a day. Everybody can find 30 minutes, guys. It's just about how serious are you about your business. How badly do you want to be a president's club and drive a Porsche? How badly would you like $100,000 trading for you every single day in the Forex market? And that's when it comes back down to your why. Why are you doing this? Okay, so check this daily mode of operation. Take note, because this is going to help you guys build your business and actually know what to do when you go on Facebook. Okay, so number one, It's very important. Before you post anything on Facebook, we do pre and post engagement. This is very important. This is what's helped me get my post to 200, 300 likes at a time. Okay, so 10 minutes before you post anything on Facebook, all right, like a social media post on your timeline, you want to go onto Facebook and you want to scroll down your timeline. You want to like some pictures, you want to comment on people's content, you want to go into your inbox, you know, hit a few people up on inbox, even if you're just saying hi, maybe you're saying happy birthday to them. Whatever you're doing, you're just spending 10 minutes doing pre-engagement. Okay, and then also you want to spend 10 minutes after you post to be on Facebook and engaging with the people who might comment or like your posts. Because this tells Facebook that, hey, this post is receiving attention. Remember, Facebook, social media is a two-way street. It rewards you for being social. So if you post something on social media and then you're not even commenting on the comments, then Facebook's seeing that you are not an engager. Right? You're not somebody who's using the system, and therefore they're not going to show your stuff to more people. So it's very important, pre and post engagement. Okay, then you want to just do this, right? You don't want to post 1,000 posts a day. All you got to do is come up with 1 to 2 pieces of content per day that you are going to post on your timeline. Just 1 or 2. Okay, and I'm going to give you some ideas on the kind of content that you can post on your Facebook profile. All right, and it can work on Instagram, it can work on LinkedIn, it can work on different platforms. So you use that same piece of content in multiple applications. Okay, number 3, you can post unlimited stories. All right, so in your stories feature, you've got to use this feature, guys, because it creates a lot of engagement. It creates a lot of a curiosity to what you are doing. So in this, stories is where you want to be speaking about CFX. In the stories is where you want to be speaking about what you are actually doing, right? I don't speak much about CFX in my posts. I really just make this content generic, and I speak about, engaging, motivational stuff right over here. And then in my stories, I'm always speaking about CFX, my business, my new partners, the return that we make every single day. I post it in my stories. And guess what? People start getting curious and saying, hey, man, what is this thing you keep talking about? And, can you tell me more information about it? Okay. Number 4 is what I call the daily birthday snap. So I know, some of our top leaders do this, and most of you are not even aware of this, but how you actually clean up your Facebook on a day-to-day basis and get rid of people who are not engaging, not even using the profile or using Facebook, is you simply go to your Facebook profile, and every morning you click on the top right corner, okay, or you click on the search tab, and you just click birthdays. You type birthdays, right? And as you type birthdays, it'll bring up a tab saying upcoming birthdays, okay? Then you'll have all your friends who's currently, it's their birthday. Then all you want to do is send them an inbox. You send them an inbox. You say, hey, Luanda, happy birthday. Hope you have an amazing day. Not a long profile post, not a video, not a long voice note, just a simple, quick message just to say, hey, happy birthday. Okay. And before I do that, I actually go to the person's profile and I just scroll down their profile to see when is the last post they actually posted. And if I see their last post is in June 2019, I unfollow them. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. You are not using Facebook, therefore you're not seeing my content, and therefore you are damaging my algorithm, you are damaging my reach. So what's the point of having a ghost on Facebook who's not seeing my stuff? So I remove them as a friend and I make space for a friend who is active on Facebook. Now what happens is this allows you to open up communication with the person. You send them a birthday message. Maybe you've never ever sent the person a message and they've been your friend for 5 years on Facebook. You've never chatted. Well, now's a good time to start, right? What business are we in? The business of people, the business of networking. So all we're going to do is send them a nice birthday message. Hey, wishing you all the best for the year. And guess what they're going to say? Oh, thank you so much, Jeremy. I really appreciate it. Then you speak again. Hey, it's only a pleasure. Hope you're enjoying your day. Or if they reply to you the next day, you can say, great, how was your day? What did you get up to? And all of a sudden you are engaging with the person. So guess what happens when you engage with someone in their messenger? All of a sudden, Facebook is going to show them your timeline posts. Wow. Boom. Blown away. Why did that person never like any of your posts? Why did that person never comment on your stuff? Because you've never engaged with them. So Facebook had no reason to connect the two of you. So Facebook therefore never showed any of your content to them in their timeline. So you, in fact, don't have to pitch them anything. All you got to say is happy birthday, and you leave it at that. I've told people happy birthday, and then 10 minutes later, I find them on my bot. My bot tells me, Botsy says, hey, John Pope just hit level 1 of your bot. Congratulations. Then I'm like, I go back to it and I say, hey, I just wish this guy happy birthday. I didn't even say anything about my business. I didn't say nothing about CFX. The guy was curious of who I am. Why am I wishing him happy birthday? And why am I such a nice guy? And what he went to do is click on my link and he registered to my Botsy, right? And after registering to my Botsy, I don't jump on him immediately. I let him go through the process. And then maybe the next day I say, hey, John, just curious, I see you took a look at, my information on my link. Did you find what you were looking for? And then we can engage further. He says, yeah, man, I actually watched that video, but I didn't know what it was all about. Then I'll say, great, are you open to taking a look at a short video? Then he says, yes, sure. Okay, here's the video. Click on this link and watch this short 8-minute video. And if you like what you see, we can get on a Zoom call and I can show you my results. Guys, I do exposures all day long with the 8-minute video, CFX success from home. I don't care. I'm just going to show as many people as I can the 8-minute video, and whoever catches, catches. Whoever doesn't misses the train. All right. Now, here's another powerful. Here's someone who's in my team, Cameron. Jeremy for the win. This guy, I signed up through Facebook. I showed him the 8-minute video. Boom, one time. Next minute, boom, the guy was signed up the next day. Right? So here's another way that I create content on my Facebook page, right? Every one of us have old posts. Every one of us have posted stuff in 2019, 18, 17, 16. And what every day Facebook does is they remind us of the post. They call memories. So here's a very easy way to re-kick your memories into the Facebook algorithm. I do this, guys. I'm sure some of you have noticed, right? Joanne, yes. Joanne knows that I'm always doing this. So even I caught Justin the other day. I was going, I had a picture from like 2016 where I was at the airport and I was holding my passport with a ticket and it was saying, hey, I can't wait to go to Singapore. And I went to that post. I reactivated that post from 2016 and Justin said, hey, Jay, fly safe, brother. And then many other people after that said, yeah, man, enjoy the trip. Fly safe, whatever. This was a post from 2016. People had started seeing it in their timeline. How is that possible? Well, this is how you can do that. It's called reactivating memories. Okay, so all you got to do, you go to your memories right on the top right corner. You click on the drop down tab. You click on memories, okay, and it'll show your memories on this day 4 years ago, or on this day 3 years ago, or whatever. It'll show you your memories from the past. So all you got to do is you click on your memory, okay? You don't reshare. You don't share the memory again. That's the wrong way to do it. I've seen some people doing it, but they didn't pay attention to what I taught them. You click on the post, and then you comment on the post. You say, just say anything, like you can even put a GIF. You can put an emoji. You can put anything, right? Really there. I just put, hey, this post is still relevant today, 5 years later. And guess what that does? It kicks the post back into the Facebook algorithm. And now all of a sudden you have a post from 5 years ago trending on Facebook. Beautiful, beautiful, guys. So Facebook Lives have been really the key to my growth in CFX as well. And where did I learn this? I simply learned this through the CFX Power Team site. When I joined CFX, I went straight to the CFX Power Team site. I took a look at all the blueprints and I followed those blueprints. And in following those blueprints, I realized that they were working in a way, but I wanted more knowledge and how to expand on those blueprints and just do it in a different way and find different hacks and tricks. And this is what I'm sharing with you guys today. Everything you need to build your business is right in the CFX Power Team site. Understand, success leaves clues. And what Justin and Luigi have made for us in the blueprints in the CFX Power Team site, it's spot on. If you just follow that and you pay attention, you will win. But what I'm doing is just giving you some other hacks. I'm adding on to those blueprints to help you guys expand and kind of have a daily mode of operation in case you don't know what you need to do on a daily basis. Okay, so Facebook Lives, on the blueprints, it gives you probably about 100 different topics that you can create on Facebook Lives. And trust me, guys, if you are nervous to do Facebook Lives, you're doing yourself an injustice. Facebook Lives are where the real power in network marketing lies. Why? Because when we are building relationships, rapport with people, what we want to really build is someone who knows, likes, and trusts us. But how can they know, like, and trust us if all we're doing is hiding behind pictures of something that's not our face? We're not speaking on the video. We're not showing them that we are a real person. We're not showing them our vulnerabilities and showing them that we're human just like them. And we might have some things that we have in common. So Facebook Lives are a very, very powerful way for you to build rapport with somebody. It's kind of like somebody gets to know you without having to even chat with you, right? If they see you every single day on Facebook Live, they kind of feel like they're your friend. They kind of feel like you're adding value to them, and therefore, you know, they're more likely to engage with you when you inbox them, right? When you connect, inbox. So what I do is I do a Facebook Live. Anybody who comments on my Facebook Live, or anybody who likes my Facebook Live, or anybody who when I leave a call to action on that Facebook Live, I say, hey, post the word digital down below if you'd like to learn how to make a digital income online. Just post the word digital and I'll reach out to you. And then people post digital, 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 digital. Guess what those are? Leads. And therefore, what I do is after every Facebook Live, I engage with the people immediately after I do the live, because that's what Facebook wants to see. And then I connect with those people. I start inboxing them and asking them human questions, right? We humans, guys. So you want to ask, hey, John, you know, thanks for, you know, typing the word digital in my Facebook Live. You know, what are you currently doing? And just start the conversation and let it be natural. Okay. So here's some Facebook post inspiration. Some Facebook post ideas that will help you get creative juices flowing on what content to post for your business. Okay, so something that really works well if you don't know what to post every single day, motivational quotes. So you can even take a very cool picture of yourself and put a motivational quote there in the timeline. That's what I do. I know that's what, like, you know, some of our other leaders do. You know, I just take a picture of myself on the beach and I say, freedom is like a bird that flies in the sky. You can never get enough of it. I just made that up, but you know what I'm saying. So I'm taking a lifestyle picture and I'm putting a motivational quote there, or I'm finding a motivational quote on Instagram or online somewhere and I'm posting that up. People love motivational quotes. Wins and losses. I want to tell people about my wins, but then I also want to tell them about my losses, right? Because we're not perfect. So we need to be human, be vulnerable. Right over here, vulnerability. People love it. When you can be vulnerable on social media and speak about the fact that you are not perfect and the fact that this has happened in your life and that has happened, but guess what? This is what's happening now. People love those success stories, from rags to riches. Don't forget about the rags. Don't forget when you were down and out. Don't forget when you were nobody, because that's the story people want to hear, right? Not everybody is a huge success and they're seeing your thing and saying, yeah, I want to work with success because I'm success. No, they want to work with you because they were down and out before. They come from a broken home. They have a divorce. They were retrenched. Speak about those things. And now you start relating to people who are on the same path as you, looking for the same freedom that you're looking for. Okay, life lessons, giveaways. Like, we have the best giveaway in the entire world. We have a $300 giveaway that we give away every single day. You know how many people I've gotten on Facebook, I mean on the global giveaway calls because of this giveaway. All I did was went on, made a Facebook live. Hey, I'm giving away $300. Boom, who wants to join? I didn't say anything about CFX. I didn't say anything about whatever. I didn't name the company. I allowed them to be curious and ask me, hey, I'd like to win $300. Please send me the information so I can go to the call. That's how I get people on the calls. I have in my team, guys, 20 people, 20 that have won the global giveaway. 20. So 20 people of my 1,100, close to that many people in my team, 20 of them come from 3 free giveaways. One of them is an executive. Some of the others are building and they bulls. So who knows, that 20 has probably turned into 100 to 200. Drop value, guys. We are here to serve the community with value. Be someone who provides value in the marketplace. Recommendations. Yo, guys, I just found this amazing Forex tool and I recommend it. Who can recommend to me an amazing Forex tool that does the automated trading? Who can recommend to me a restaurant that has the best surf and turf? Who can recommend to me where do I buy Bitcoin? Ask people questions and guess what? They are going to recommend to you. People love helping. And this is how you create engagement. Helpful hacks. 5 ways for you to buy Bitcoin. 5 easy ways for you to cook hake. 5 easy ways for you to, I don't know, lose weight before December time. Guys, something so simple. You can talk about something that has nothing to do with CFX and Forex, but create engagement, create authority. This is what we want to be. We want to be authorities in the market. And how do we be authorities? We drop value. So one of my mentors, he has this process. It's called ILT. Invest, learn, teach. Okay, so you invest in a piece of personal development, you learn it, and then you teach it. So I could read about something in the morning and have known nothing about that topic, but I'll read about it in the morning, I'll learn about it while I'm reading, and then in the evening I'll do a Facebook live teaching that same thing I learned this morning. And guess what? By doing that, I'm providing value into the market and sounding like an expert, but I'm no expert. I'm no expert. I just try, right? Borrow authority. Help me decide. Take a poll. Personal life. Testimonials. Memes. Short story. These are just some ideas, guys. All right. Now, the power of Facebook groups. I want to show you something that's a very cool hack that you can tap into. An abundance of leads. An abundance of people who are looking for what you're looking for. And this is what I call find, add, message, right? There's something similar on the CFX POWERTEAM site. Connect, engage, and enroll. Connect, engage, enroll. Okay, find, add, message is how I do it, right? So basically what I want to do is I want to go out there and I want to find some Facebook groups. Now, I don't want to go and join every single Facebook group out there and find 100. No, I want to find 3 or 4 Facebook groups that actually have high engagement in them. So I'm going to go and scour through Facebook and look for a group that has, like, when somebody posts on there, there's 300 likes, there's 500 likes, there's comments, there's information on there, there's people sharing and speaking. Okay, so how you can find those groups, go in there and search for motivational quotes. Search for groups like Robert Kiyosaki. Search for groups like entrepreneurship, right? I find that the ones like law of attraction, motivational quotes, inspiration, those are the best groups that I work in, because in those groups there's a lot of engagement, huge engagement in there, and those groups are very well managed by the admins. So what I do is I find a group. I have like 4 or 5 that I use every single day, or once or every 2 days I post some nice content in that group. And where do I find that content, guys? I steal it. I go to Instagram, I find a nice Robert Kiyosaki quote. I copy that post and I go post it in groups. You don't have to create the content always. You can just go and find a very cool piece of content and repurpose it on Facebook, okay? So what you do, you make a post in the group and you start interacting, right? You interact in the group. You start adding value to the group, okay? So you inside these groups, every like, heart, and comment drives highly targeted traffic straight into your profile and into your funnel. So if you leave very nice comments on somebody's post, hey man, I just absolutely love what you posted. You're such an inspiration. I really like the idea what Robert Kiyosaki says of blah, 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 blah. Yo, you cool, man. We should connect sometime. That's the kind of comments I put in. Not just, hey, nice, awesome, clap hands. No, that has no value in that comment. So I actually put a comment of value. And then that comment, it makes a person pay attention to you. And then they might want to go check out your profile and see, hey, man, I like this guy. Let me add him as a friend, or let me reach out to him, or let me click on this link that he has in his bio. Okay, then, so once you've started interacting, you're adding value in those groups, then you start posting content. And by posting valuable content in the groups, you quickly establish yourself as the go-to authority on all topics related to your business. Okay, then you message the person. Okay, so you find, add, message. Okay, in these groups, you're bound to find virtually and meet new potential customers. Message them and start just building the relationship. Reach out to them, be human, engage. Say, hey, just curious, have you ever made any money in the Forex market before? Hey, just curious, I see you in the Robert Kiyosaki group. You know, what kind of investments are you in? Hey, just curious, you know, I've seen we've been Facebook friends for a while on Facebook, but we've never chatted. How's things? That's how I engage with people on Facebook, and then I start a conversation. So take a look at this post, right? This is in a group that I'm in. It's a Robert Kiyosaki group. And I wanted to let the post run for 24 hours before I took a screenshot, so I could show you what's possible in one day. Just in one day, the reach that I can get from one Facebook group. Okay, so here I found this post on Instagram. I screenshotted the post and I went to go post it in this group. And this is all I said. I said, what do you guys think about this? Think about this, right? An engaging question. And then it says, is Mr. Robert Kiyosaki right? And here it is, Robert Kiyosaki standing next to a Ferrari. Everybody loves Ferraris. Everybody catches a Ferrari catches anyone's attention. So when they see it, it already catches their attention. Then they read the information. Don't buy luxuries until you built the assets to afford them. And can you see how many, in 24 hours, how many likes I had? 2,300 likes, 268 comments, and 168 shares. That means my name is on 168 people's Facebook timelines right now. And I don't know who's going to end up on that person's timeline because they all have their own friends. They all have their own circle of influence. But their own friend who didn't join CFX comes to their friend's post and sees this guy, Jeremy Cohen, adding value, and all of a sudden wants to reach out to me. Come on, guys. Come on. I've just increased my sphere of influence by how many? You take this 2,300 times 168. I don't know. Maybe I've increased my influence by another 20,000 people out there that I've exposed myself to. And over time, they're going to reach out to me. Like I have so many friend requests, guys. I can't even accept all the friend requests. I've got to be very picky who I add as a friend. And this is what you want, right? You want leads coming off the hook. Now, that was your daily mode of operation. I gave you a little idea. Now, what is your weekly mode of operation, right? So this is it. I call it Follow-Up Friday. I find one day in the week where I only focus on following up. Remember, when you do something and you're doing it for the whole day, guess what? You build momentum. So if I'm following up, I'm going to follow up with the same message and I'm going to copy and paste, copy and paste, copy and paste. It's the same message over and over again. So I say Fridays for follow-ups. I call it Follow-Up Friday. I follow up with prospects. I follow up with members in my team, and I follow up with friends. And I say, hey, just curious, I'm still doing that thing you said you didn't like, CFX. Guess what I made this week? Take a look at the return. But maybe I'll send them that on a Saturday when we also got the whole week's return. I'll say, hey, check it out, man. We got to share in these amazing results. 5.6%. Are you ready to get started? That's what I ask them. Some people ignore me. Some people don't know what to say. And guess what? Right? I just leave them. I just keep following up. I keep following up because the fortune is in the follow-up. And I follow up right through Messenger, Facebook Messenger. Everybody I've spoken to about CFX, I follow up with them. And that's how I get my sign up. Some of my guys come 6 months after I showed them, 5 months after I showed them, 3 months after I showed them. I came 6 months after Shane showed me. So why would I discredit somebody who didn't take action right away? Because I was that person. And imagine I discredited myself. I wouldn't have someone in my team who went to manager, who put in over 1,000 people in the team within 7 months. I want to find more Jeremys. But I know if I just like give up on the person that I showed, then I'm never going to find him. Okay? So here we go. Number 2 is clear your list of sent friend requests. Remember I told you earlier, you know, Facebook is looking for how many people are in your friends and how many of your friend requests that you've sent out are actually engaging with you. So this is a problem that's killing a lot of your reach on Facebook, right? There's a thing that you can simply, how you can find this is you can go to Google and you can say, find send friend requests. Send friend requests. Just type it on Google and Google will give you a link where you can actually find all the people that you've sent friend requests to. Just listen clearly. People that you've sent a friend request to. It's damaging your reach on Facebook. People who didn't accept your friendship. You're still sitting there in their pending friend list. I have about 900 of them. Okay? Now, you want to clear this out because this is going to help you immediately increase your engagement, right? So what do? You search Facebook send friend requests. You go and find it. You click on the link. It'll take you right in your profile where all your send friend requests are, and you need to delete them. Delete, 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 delete. Some of you will find you have 1,000 send friend requests. Some of you maybe 100, some of you 200, but whatever you have, delete them. And I do this every single week. This is my weekly mode of operation. Anybody who didn't add me as a friend, I delete them and I make space for my new week's friend request that I'm sending out. Okay? Very valuable, guys. Please pay attention to this. This will help you increase your engagement. Okay? So this is what I do. What if people you've sent a message to and they don't engage back to you? They never reply back to you. Okay? I have fun. Guys, our business is about fun. If you ain't having fun doing it, then you're doing it the wrong way. Okay? It's all about having fun. Okay? So this is what I say. If I send someone a message and they don't reply to me, I can see that they've seen the message, right? Facebook puts a little profile pic, a small little dot goes like right over here next to the images that they've seen. So this is what I say to them. I say, hey, Raymond, notice you saw my last message but didn't reply. And then I put a GIF, right? Not many people use GIFs in the messenger box, right? So I put a GIF of a guy crying. I love this guy because he's like spilling the wine. He's going like this and the wine's spilling all over him. There's another one with this one actor, he's sitting on his pillow and he's like crying, you know, like, so I put a GIF. So this GIF is moving. It's an image. Now what this does is it just lightens up the conversation. The person looks at this, they laugh because the GIF is so funny. And then I say, hey, I put laughy face. I say, hi, I'm just kidding. If you can let me know either way, I'd appreciate it. I'd appreciate it. I learned this from Fraser Brooks. You guys know we had Fraser Brooks. We had the honor to have him on one of our trainings a couple weeks ago. I learned this technique from Fraser Brooks. It works every single time. So guess what this person said? Hey, dude, sorry, man. Just returned from a work function. I will give you a call in the morning. After ignoring my message, I said this, and this is what the responses I get from people who ignore me. And if they continue to ignore me, guess what? I just unfriend you. I'm done. All right. So guys, these were my tips. I don't want to keep you here forever. I could go on forever, but you know, these are some of the core tips that I have that will help you build your business. So the secret to network marketing success is to invite people to the information, enroll them, and then launch them, right? Help them launch their business. Help them figure out what they have to do on a daily basis, okay? And my key to success in CFX, guys, was really, my goal is just to get 2 to 3 people every single day in front of the information. Only 2 to 3. That's not asking a lot. If you do that consistently over time, you are going to have a lot of people that you've showed CFX to, and all you want to do is be like a farmer. A farmer plants seeds every single day. 3 today, 3 tomorrow, 3 the next day, and in 90 days, we've showed 180 people. We've showed 250 people. And guess what? Out of all those people that you've showed, some of them got to get started, right? So all of this can be found on your blueprints, guys. Don't sleep on the CFX Power Team site. This has been put together by our great mentors, Justin and Luigi, who have created a wealth of tools and different ways for us to successfully market and build our CFX business, both online and offline. And these blueprints, they are very powerful. So take those blueprints, combine them with what I've taught you here today, and I promise you, 90 days from now, your life is going to look completely different. So how about we create a challenge? Okay? What I want you guys to do is everybody who is on this call, okay, I want you guys to tomorrow, all right, in the morning, you want to go on your Facebook. If you haven't done this already, we learned it through the GoPro with Eric Warre. He had a training the other day. And I simply want you guys to take 3 fingers, all right, and take a picture of yourself with your 3 fingers and, you know, like a selfie. And then you want to ask, hey, when you think of me, what are the 3 things you think about? Okay, take a picture holding up 3 fingers, and you take a picture and you post it on Facebook and you say, hey, Facebook friends and fam, just curious, what are the 3 things you think about when you think of me? And you will be blown away by how much good compliments you get, how much people think of you. And it's number 1, it's going to boost your confidence. And number 2, it's going to allow other people to see what other people think of you. and how amazing you really are, because you guys are amazing, right? So let's go out there. Let's do that post, right? That's my challenge to all of you guys. Let's get out of our comfort zone, because out of the comfort zone is where the magic happens. All right. So do the post, and then, you know, focus on doing your first Facebook Live. If you've never done a Facebook Live, go out there and make it happen. Even if you're talking about your dogs, your grass, your garden, I don't know, anything. Anything, just go on Facebook and do a Facebook Live. Get people to know who you are. Tell your life story on Facebook. Okay? And so the universe always delivers what we are in harmony with, guys. So if you want to be a multimillionaire, if you want to be successful, be in harmony with that mindset. Be the person that you are trying to attract, and believe in yourself. All right? So that's all for me, guys. I hope you guys found value from this. You know, it was a little bit over 1 hour, but, you know, I really just wanted to deliver this information, and hope you guys can extract as much as you can and take action, because there's no use having knowledge, right? Knowledge is power, but that's really no power. The application of knowledge is where the true power lies. And, you know, our amazing mentors have given us everything. How they got to President's Club, how they got to Ambassador is right there in the CFX Power Team site. Plug in, get your teams into it, get that information, and take action.